Out on a holiday Monday morning, pulling honey from the KRTP research site. We have 2 yards going within this project, and they're just about to be put into trial for some oxalic acid projects. And I thought, why not provide a little bit of assistance in pulling honey just to relieve some of that awkward workload for the guys. So for me, it's easy. We just went out, me and my boy went out on Friday, come through, set the boards, and now my wife is out helping me today pulling honey. And this is quite something, because this is the first time Sandy's been out in the bee yards with me since, when's the last time you've been out with me?
Probably 18 years.
It's been 18 or 19 years since Sandy's been out with the bees. Sandy is in a bee suit way too big for her. And looking too new. We'll have to do something about that. But anyways, you become allergic with Lori when you were with child, right?
Yeah, when I was pregnant with her first, from 19 years ago.
Sandy got stung and reacted really poorly, and then ever since then she's become pretty much deadly allergic to honeybees. But over the last 4 years, has it?
4 years.
Over the last 4 years, Sandy's been taking venom therapy, and apparently she is cured. So we're going to put that to the test.
Haven't been stung yet.
Haven't been stung yet. So today is quite a special day. We are working together again in the bee yards, and I'm quite excited about that. We have our EpiPen at hand, because you never know what chances will bring you, but we will rest on the fact that she is cured, and it's just something we'll have to watch and maintain. So with that said, we are busy pulling honey. There's a little bit of honey in these hives. They're set up for research. These are donated hives from beekeepers right across Manitoba. And Derek's done a really good job in managing these colonies through the spring to build them up for the summer flows. And now we are just pulling off some of the honey. So the boxes are mostly full, so that's good. And you can see we are in a little bit of a flow situation, which is also good. Not a heavy flow. I'm noticing just a little bit of honey down into these hives. This one's maybe a little bit smaller. Can you pull that with your hive tool? So there's some honey back in these combs. Not overly full, as you can see. They're not starving, so that's a good thing. This area, the countryside, we are in St. Adolphe, or outside of St. Adolphe, which is over there about a mile. I've never been on this side of the river before, so it's kind of nice to be out of my bubble for a little bit. The other research yard is on the other side of 75, but there isn't a whole lot flowing that I can see here. There is something coming in, and just like at home, I imagine that this area is waiting for the second cut alfalfa to bloom to provide that second honey flow. Sunflowers every once in a while, and we have some wildflowers scattered all about. Clover and all the fall weeds, so we call them. There is pollen coming in. And little yellow faces, so they must be finding canola somewhere. So that is good. But with that said, I'm going to get back to work. We're going to load up this truck full of honey. We're going to send it back to the honey house and get it extracted. This honey will be then sold to Bee Made, and the proceeds from all the honey that we are able to produce through these yards before we send them into research and trial, they'll be put into the pot to be used towards the operating costs of the KRTP, our tech transfer program in Manitoba. So I'm quite excited how things are all kind of rolling out here. Things are being put together, and I'm extremely excited to be participating in that. And now Sandy is too. Okay, so I gotta get back to work and turn Sandy's bee suit dirty like my bee suit. We are just about done. This last little yard to do, then we'll head home. And look what I found. These look familiar. I donated hives or nukes I made up from last year, proving their worth. Oh, so familiar. It's a good contribution. How's that for your first day back on the job?
Hot and sweaty. And I got stung in the foot.
Sandy got stung in the foot.
And I'm alive.
So that was a good test. Good thing we have an EpiPen. Yeah.
Turn right.
We didn't use.
We didn't use the EpiPen, so that's good. Oh,
I don't think it even swole. I don't think it's even swollen.
didn't swell up. It's nice to have help. Now, how do we get back from